Mania, the biggest toys rolling on wheels as you watch them pull into the Miami Orange Bowl, getting ready for the crushing of the cars. Outlaw 35, Barefoot, and the King Crunch as they travel from many states far and wide to perform in front of millions of people coast to coast.
And there he is, Fred Schaefer in Barefoot, one of the best there is. The American flag flying off the back. Watch him line it up. He will set it back on two paws, and the Bears will crush it.
As the crowd gets wild and he goes high up on top of the cars with the wheel stand. Fred Schaefer and the Barefoot, 15,000 pounds heavy duty.
I'll tell you right now, this is hot action. This is the biggest race there is. King Crunch, watch him tear him apart.
The man from Texas getting wild, but it's interesting to know what the men with the big trucks have to say about the building of the Monster.
I knew when I started the show circuit, I had to have something a whole lot different than the average guy, you know, with an 84, 85 Chevrolet or Ford or Dodge or what have you. So we had this thing laying around waiting on street rod material is what it was, but it's still a street rod. It's just a little grown up.
Oldest street rod on the street.
It's the oldest monster truck on the street.
On that tailgate, and he's up. He almost flipped it over up in Lakeland a couple of weeks ago. He says he is so thankful that it came back down. You really don't believe it. Every time he goes up like that, he thinks he's going to bend up that Ford tailgate.
We do got to keep in mind now, that is one of the drawbacks of Outlaw 35 is the real short wheelbase. He said he wanted to be sure and tell everybody that, you know, that vehicle is 35 years old. It's 50 years old. Something 51 years old.
Barefoot on top of the cars with the blown injected 454 Chevrolet all the way through. Automatic transmission down into the 10-ton planetary axles. Heavy duty equipment, as you gotta have the heavy equipment for the heavy machines. The hydraulic steering, front and rear. This enables the trucks to turn around in short distances as they get ready to go into their performance.
There's a good example of it right there as each individual tire works to get in position as he lines it up. King Crunch, one of the best in America today, and he will set her on the back and put it straight down on the cars. Wouldn't you love to have something like this to get to work in the expressway traffic every single morning?
No problem in the parking lot, as you can tell for sure. Up and over the big heavy-duty Terra tires. 2,000 pounds, $2,000 on top of the car.
These monster trucks, without question, the rage of the National Motor Spectacular and four-wheel drive sports all over America today. And I'll tell you right now, the crowd loves it. To them as they cheer on their favorite.
The sport of four-wheel drive pickup pulling, where man and machine, the unstoppable object, hooks on to the heavyweight sled, the immovable object, the pumpkin, the Dodge, 426 Hemi, Chrysler Power, looking down a long, long track, 200 foot to the other end to become a winner. As he comes off the line easy, but he's got to get into it, hammer down hard as Chrysler Power getting into the track, trying hard to become a winner.
Pulling 20 tons of steel all the way out the gate, and what a pull by the pumpkin. But as in any sport, no matter how hard you try, things just do not work out right. If you don't pull the sled, it just might push you.
And like Daddy always said, to be a winner, you got to keep all four tires on the ground.
Hot rod truck mud racing, fast, dangerous, and dirty.
The Ford-powered Shag Nasty, looking all the way down the pit, working hard, hammer down in less than 3 seconds from start to finish, and look out, anything in its way.
There's the flame out of one of the most unusual in the business, Dave Cook, and the Silver Eagle, the world's only jet-powered mud racer.
From a flame-throwing jet racer to a nitrous oxide-burning monster comes the truck Barefoot 2. The only thing that I know is bigger than my mother-in-law on both ends, as he stands 12 foot wide, just barely able to fit down into the mud pit, as he shows his versatility, not only by being able to crush the cars, but getting down and heavy as he turns the mud hard, using every bit of the 1,500 horsepower put out by the alcohol-burning engine. Second breath, catching low gear in the automatic transmission. Barefoot finds his way out, a pawing and a digging and a going. Barefoot, the monster truck. Battle Axe four-wheel drive pickup pulling, as the sport of pulling entails a lot of things. A vehicle of over 1,000 horsepower, not blower motor, not turbocharged, but only fuel injected. The alcohol burner weighing 6,200 pounds. They hang all the excess weight they can up on the front bumper. They rely on the 40,000-pound sled to give them traction on their rear axle as they look down a track of maximum length of 300 foot long, a width of 30 feet. To be a winner, they've got to hook onto the 40,000 pounds and pull it the furthest distance. The one that goes the furthest will be crowned the winner.
Watch him as he tightens up. He's got his kill switch in order, so in case he were to break away, the engine will stop. He'll rev it up. We'll wait for the green flag. The green flag is up. The fire is coming out, and you're ready to see pulling at its very best as the Battle Axe revs it up, and here he comes.
The heavyweight sled coming up on him as he goes for the gold. He's got to do it all right now. The big dog.
Looky. Watch it fall.
Four-wheel drive competition into the big man. Jack Willman out of Madison, Illinois, and the Raging Bull they call Taurus, Chevrolet powered. You've seen the monster trucks over cars. You've seen monster trucks into the mud pit. Taurus will now hook to the sled as he's pulled the front tires off. Each tire weighing around 1,200 pounds apiece, plus the weight of the wheels. The dollar sign extraordinary on the price of these tires. Jack Willman waving the flag of the great United States every time he goes over a car, through a mud pit, or onto a pulling sled. One of very few trucks that will even attempt hooking on to a 40,000 pound. As he comes up, the wheels span all the way up in the air, and to show the power, the strength, and the durability of the truck, he holds it up there with just the automatic transmission. Jack Willman, you're marking the best. You can mark him the toughest of the king of the monster world. Heavy duty, car crushing, mud running, and pulling.
No doubt about it. He is the best, and he is the only one in the world who does this on the top of buses. No monster truck has ever done it. No driver has ever attempted it. There he is on the top, and look at the crowd. Look at the excitement. If you don't think this is nuts, watch him when he comes down. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't want to even walk down, let alone ride. Watch this drop here. Jack Willman, the only man to take that chance. They all can crush a car, but nobody but the man, the king, the guy who drives Taurus can do it on the buses. And there he is. And here comes Murray Chambers, the mad Canadian, in the T-bone crash. Here he comes, giving it all he's got, going hard up the ramp. Whoa, what force? Watch the Volkswagen fly. Murray Chambers, one of the best there is in the T-bone crash. Now, the helpers, the security people checking him out to be sure he's okay. Yes, Murray is okay.
On the replay, watch him come up the ramp. As he comes around sideways and hits the ramp hard, you see the rear axle come completely off of the ramp.
And he hits it with tremendous force. Watch that Volkswagen fly.
Wish my mother-in-law had been sitting in that one as you see him come down, smashing her hard, the car underneath, rolling up, twisted metal, flying glass.
It's one thing to do it once, but twice? Murray Chambers, woo! What a hit in his own hometown, Vancouver, Canada. Slow motion coming through. He's going to take the middle car out. Watch the Volkswagen roll into the windshield, over the top, and another great stop by Murray Chambers. Unbelievable! Watch the glass and metal fly. Here's Ernie Hinton, and he is fast. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Woo! Let him hear it! Ho! Did I tell you he was fast? Watch the replay on the scoreboard. He comes up, he brings it back. Great driving. Went into the 90-foot pit and kept going. Monster Mania, head-to-head competition between monster trucks. Two of the best drivers in the nation, Jack Willman and Fred Schaefer, introduced the concept to America in Cleveland, Ohio at a United Sports of America Motor Spectacular in Cleveland Stadium. This is what they did. This is how it works. Head-to-head, Monster Mania. Los Angeles Coliseum, the mania continued to spread.
This man has been on various TV shows. Got to do some final adjusting out there on the back end. Oh! Both Big Barefoot and Little Barefoot, both have been on the Night Rider show. On the MTV, on the video cassette, you heard the music a while ago. Get your cameras ready. He'll go to line her up again. He'll be looking for the wheel stand. Wheel charging. Be assured that he gets her lined up. You done seen the way he charges those cars. He's got to be square. He's got to be straight. The man charging for the #1 monster truck in America. Woo-hoo! Step right up and parked it right up on top of him. As he tilts his hood for you, give him a round of applause.
tied onto a car in the middle, pulling back and forth. Four-wheel drive traction action on each end. The object of the game. Tear the car completely apart. Tear it up. The one with the biggest piece is the winner.
Look easy? Well, it's not, because if you make the wrong move, you can lose your transmission. It's a game of cat and mouse. Each driver watching, trying to determine when the other's going to jerk. The chains hooked to the car. There they go, pulling hard. The motor looks like it's about to come out, and we've got quite a pull. They're going at it. Spinning wheels on the sides of the monster trucks. The car about to give. The motor about to come out. The chains pulled taut. Watch the fire. There it is, and there is our winner. It looks like that the fire engine is the winner as he pulls the main part of the car apart. Woo! Monster Mania.
My name's Paula Harbeck, and I have a family. I have a husband, Jim. We have 2 children, Christy and Chad. We're from Oologah, Oklahoma, which is near Tulsa. We've been racing for 6 or 7 years professionally, for like 2.5. We both enjoy it, and I definitely love the challenge. I have earned a lot of respect, I feel, from the racers. They see me drive, and they know that I mean business, that I'm not just out there taking instructions or push this button when you're told to, or let off now if it goes too fast or something. It doesn't work that way. I handle the machine myself. I just show them what I can do by my performance.
Husband and wife team as she drives and he drives. Husband Jim comes to the line in Baxter Disaster now. Blower motor Chevrolet, 1,500 horsepower. Scooper tires on the rear. He has a mark to beat. He's in Houston, Texas. The time has been set. He has to hammer down. He's got to go for the goal. His turn to drive. She won the first night. His turn to take a pass at it tonight. The green flag is his. Off and a running, down in a charge, and you see now alcohol coming out as he completely blows the left rear tire. Spun it off of the rim, the Scooper tire. A high dollar tire, around $400. Tore to ribbons as he hammered down on the Chevrolet. The Love pickup, a hard charger, and it wasn't his turn tonight. Found down in the pit on the instant replay. The rut. He's fighting it hard, trying to hold it straight, charging for the other end, going for the goal. But it wasn't his turn tonight.
All right, Taurus, blower motor Chevrolet. What do you say, Chevrolet? Jack Wilman and the Taurus monster truck. Over 15,000 pounds. 1,500 horsepower. 512 cubic inch Chevrolet. Get your cameras ready because he does something that no other monster truck in the United States does. Let's get him a little bit flatter. Up, up. Right there, and over he goes. Touch. No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, get loud. I mean, can't you just imagine going to work in the morning with a ride like that? As he leaves the area, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, he's the best. He's the greatest. Jack Wilman.
We said he was the best. We said he was the greatest. And one of those great nights was in Dallas, Texas at Texas Stadium when things just weren't working exactly right. The buses were not set correctly. We were on a very wet field and the buses had moved. Jack Wilman, in the competitive nature that he has and does so well with, and the great showmanship, was determined on this evening to give the fans exactly what they had come to see. Only the second bus crush in the history of the crushing industry. Jack Wilman, being the professional that he is, knew that it was a problem. He knew that there was no time to reset the buses or to reset the stage, but he tackled what looked like an almost impossible task, and that is to attempt this very, very dangerous and difficult feat, even in light of the fact that the elements were not set correctly. You can see him now working feverishly to determine what can I do. And when you see him come up on the top of these buses, what looked so easy is not now easy. There he is. You can see now he was supposed to have both wheels squarely into the middle of the buses. Now he is off to the side. You can see that the bus is leaning. He has all those thousands of pounds of truck, and Jack Willman is suspended there, and now he is in bigger trouble. He easily now moves back off the buses, and in most instances, drivers would have said, that's it, that's all I can do. But not Jack Willman. He is not that kind of a competitor. He is fearless, he is skilled, and he aims to please. What he did was one of the most spectacular things you're ever going to see. If we thought the buses were wrong before, now take a look at them. They're spread apart even further. Here he comes. He's going to charge it again in what is one of those memorable moments in four-wheel driving history. Jack Willman tackling odds that are just impossible, but willing to put his life, willing to put his truck on the line to please the fans. And this is the kind of spirit of the Motor Spectacular. There he is. He's back in position. Everything is moving underneath him. The buses are spread apart. He is trying his best to get the other wheel, the wheel on the driver's side, to try to take up more of the bus. But he does have the problem that these buses could completely split. He is looking it over. We have mentioned to him, talking from the side, don't do it, Jack, but that's not the Jack Willman spirit. Here he comes. Look at that. He sets it squarely in the middle. He could not stop and came on over. Listen to the crowd. What a spectacular moment in crushing history. He hops the top, and now you would think that he's out of trouble. But no, he's not. He's got to get down. And Jack Willman, while the crowd is cheering, is trying to figure out how he can very gingerly and very safely bring his truck off of those vehicles as he sets sideways. He is not properly placed. He's not properly placed on the buses, and he's not properly placed on the cars. Jack Willman now looks around. There's got to be a feeling of indecision, a feeling of fear, but here he comes, doing the impossible. That is Jack Willman, that is Taurus, and that is his style. Be a champion.
The king he is, Jack Willman, and Taurus completes it in flying style. Proclaimed the king of the monster trucks. One happy man he is, and on the arena floor shows some of the power of the Taurus monster truck. Cuts him a donut as he rolls around.